Okay, today's work. Hopefully, it'll be fairly straightforward to you because it's a nice enough little topic. We're just going to investigate whether points are inside, outside, or on the circle. Now, so what do we mean by that? Well, we've been working with circles so far on coordinate diagrams. So this is the x-axis. So there's the points 1, 2, and 1, 2, etc. So if I have a circle drawn, clearly this point is inside the circle. That point is inside the circle. Now, any point that's on the circumference is said to be on the circle. So these points are all on the circle. And then these points would be outside the circle. So we can test whether points are inside, outside, or on the circle by using the equation of the circle. So investigate whether the following points are inside, outside, or on the circle x squared plus y squared equals 25. Now you might remember from the equation of the line, if you wanted to test if a point was on the line or not, you substituted it in. And if the point was on the line, the left hand side equaled the right hand side. Well, this is similar now. Now let's look at the point 1, 1. So I've got the equation of the circle, x squared plus y squared equals 25. Well, just substitute in the values. So x is 1, so 1 squared plus 1 squared. Now put brackets around anything that you substitute in. I'm going to talk about that later. So 1 squared plus 1 squared, so 1 plus 1. Now, is that equal, 1 plus 1, is that equal to 25? Is it less than 25? Well, it's less than 25. So if it's less than 25, it's inside. Okay? It's inside. Now, the point 43, let's have a look at that. So here, again, we have the equation of the circle. So x is 4, so 4 squared plus 3 squared equals 25. So 16 plus 9, so in this case we have 25, and 25 is equal to 25, so therefore that point is on the circle because the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So that point 43 will be on the circle, so say if there's the circle, that point is on it. Now then the point 60, so again we're working with x squared plus y squared equals r squared, equals 25. So 6 squared plus 0 squared, now that's 6 squared is 36, 0 squared is 0. Now 36 plus 0 is actually greater than 25, so it's too far away from the centre, so that point is outside the circle. Why? Because the right hand side is, the left hand side is greater than the right hand side. Now then we could have a question like this. Could you list 3 points that are on this circle? If they are on the circle, they have to satisfy the equation. So the point 3, 1 is on the circle. Why is it on the circle? Well, 3 squared plus 1 squared, does that equal 10? Yes, 9 plus 1 equals 10. So that point is on the circle. Another point that's on the circle would be minus 3 minus 1. Now this is what I was saying about putting brackets around things. We had a few mistakes yesterday in the work when we were squaring things out. If you don't put brackets around that, you're going to get out in your calculator minus 9. But the actual answer is plus 9 because minus 3 squared means minus 3 multiplied by minus 3. And then 1 squared is 1, so that also gives you 10. And another point that would be on that circle then could be 3 minus 1, and so on. So basically that circle would, so we know that 3, 1 is on it, so say here's 3 and there's 1, so it's all of these points would kind of be on that circle. So 3, 1 and minus 3, 1, minus 3 minus 1 and 3 minus 1 would all be on that circle. Now yesterday we had a case where we had 2 1/3, and this kind of was a bit interesting. A lot of you seem to get 2 over 9 for that when you squared it. If the radius was that, then what's the radius squared? Well, that squared should have been 49 over 6, but a lot of you had 2 over 9 because you weren't typing it into the calculator right. I think some of you typed it into the calculator like this, 2 1/3 squared. Well, what the calculator did there was it squared the third only, which gave you a ninth, so a third by a third is a ninth, and then it multiplied by 2 to get 2/9. That's not the correct answer. The correct, 2/3 does not equal 2/9. So the correct answer for that, so if you put into your calculator 2 1/3, put brackets around the whole thing and square it, so you should get 49/6. So you just need to be careful with that and how you use your calculators. So the work that you have today is going to be based on this type of work here.